So as you can see, I have the controller assembled, and today I just want to talk about its features, how it works, and also show a little demonstration of the controller controlling the robot. Firstly, as you can see, it is a prototype, so it might seem the whole body and everything might seem to be a little improvised, and actually that's because it is improvised, but I mean it's working, and you can see that it has those 1-2 Li-ion batteries providing about 20 watts. Yeah, about 20 watts of power, so this thing can really last a long time, even with the display on. And it has an ESP32 controller, 1, 2, 3, 4 vibration motors, and the idea is that they should create vibrations only in each sector of the controller, so you can distinguish if the vibrations are created by the top left one or by the top right one, or whether from all of them, and this can be a great source of input for the user. And the OLED display. I also have a chip here that's right in here, these two chips, and they are supposed to control a speaker, but for some reason they are not working. I already updated them, and in the next version of the controller of the PCB, in the second version, I changed the chips. We can try it out if that chip works. And then two more things. We have the capacitive buttons. I'm still choosing whether to put normal physical buttons like on the Xbox or PS controller, or these capacitive buttons, and you basically just need to hold them, and they will sense that basically you are touching them, and they can pick up that signal. And then of course the antenna, and I'm still trying to decide whether to mount a big external antenna like this. I mean, it doesn't look so good, it's impractical. I mean, it can be, you can bend it for transportation, but it's not as compact as on-board antenna of the PCB. However, this antenna provides way stronger signal, and that translates to longer distance control. Alright, so enough talking, and we can turn on the controller by pushing this lever towards me. Now you can even see the OLED display, and it's just displaying the percentage of the batteries and two values, from this joystick up and down, and then from this joystick up and down. And you can also trigger, I have this, you can customize what those buttons do, everything in the code. And for example, I just wanted to demonstrate the vibration motors. So basically this button, when you touch it, it activates one of the, I believe it's this one, this vibration motor, and so does the first one and the second one. And I've also added a little game that you can enter in by pressing all of the buttons at once. It's a simple the dinosaur game that Google has when you don't have internet. Just the D is the dinosaur, and you just need to avoid and jump over the hashtag. Pretty simple. And then you can exit by pressing the 3 buttons at once as well. And then in the code you can of course customize everything and even create your own UI. So basically you have these 3 buttons, but I want to add another one, but I just didn't have enough pins on the chip, and so you would have 4 buttons which could trigger some actions, and for example enter into the UI or the settings, and those buttons can be used for navigation and controlling different settings, or create custom games and basically anything that you want to do. And the good question is that it is a controller. Well, what is it supposed to control? And the answer to that is basically anything. The idea is that this is an open source controller, and you can customize the code so that it fits your needs, and you can create a communication between the controller and your custom robot, and that's exactly what I've done. So let's take a look at that. This is my robot that I want to control with the controller, and as you can see, it's pretty straightforward. This robot has 2 tracks, and this controller has 2 joysticks. So one joystick will control the left track, and then the right joystick will control the right track. Let's turn them both on, and it really doesn't matter which one we firstly turn on, because I've created a customized communication handshake or something like that. And so basically you just turn both of them on and you wait till the controller vibrates. And then the vibration is like indication that it happened right there, that the controller has successfully connected to the robot. You can see like the little Wi-Fi icon, that means that the controller is connected, and here is the percentage of the controller, and on the left is the percentage of the robot, the battery. Let's just try to slowly move. Nice. So as you can see, it's working. And now the buttons, the 1, 2, 3 buttons, they don't have any functionality yet, because I just didn't know what functionality to assign them. But I mean, again, it's totally customized. You can, in the code, you can select basically what each button will do. And I wanted to thank the sponsor of this video, PCBWay. They helped me finance this PCB, and this PCB is basically the heart of the controller, and this controller project, wouldn't be possible without them. So big thanks, PCBWay. If you're into electronics, robotics, or any kind of DIY project like me, you know how important the high quality PCBs are for bringing your ideas to life. PCBWay is a manufacturer who makes these PCBs. One thing I love about PCBWay is their commitment to hobbyists, students, and professionals alike. They offer a wide range of services, from standard PCBs like those I use in my controller, to advanced options like flexible PCBs. Their platform is user-friendly and the turnaround times are impressive, meaning you can finish your project very quickly. And now they have a massive discount as a part of Christmas and the New Year sales until January 12th. So if you have a PCB you want to order, be sure to hurry up and use this awesome deal. Huge thanks again to PCBWay for supporting this project. Now let's test out the controller. You can also notice that I've added like pretty similar holder to my controller, and actually when designing I totally forgot about the antenna. So, but I mean I improvised and I glued it there, and I mean it's holding quite good, and it is the same type of connector. So again, I can just slide my phone there and I can record the robot while controlling the robot, and I don't have to use 4 hands or ask another person to help me out. Okay, so looks like I just drove into this. I'm not really sure what it's for, but my phone looks to be alright, but it just disconnected from this. I mean, I just I just used a hot glue gun to connect it to the case, but it looks like I'm gonna have to try something different. Yeah.